Listen to how generational wealth supposed to be created. And your parents also have that mentality. Then tell us say, oh, you need to go along out the road and go make life on your own. You know, just like how we make it on our own, you must make it on your own, right? That form of mindset it permeate, right? And that's why people nowadays now generate generational wealth, right? So you go to Proverbs chapter 13. Proverbs 13 and verse 22, right? Listen to what I say. The good person leaves an inheritance to his grandchildren, but the sinner's wealth will be stored up for the righteous one. Now listen to this. He said the good person leaves an inheritance for his grandchildren. That means the good person even think about him in children. He might think about him offspring, grandchildren. He might think generationally, right? And that is the mindset of a person who are lived by the wisdom of God. An inheritance also throughout the entire stories in the Bible. An inheritance was always land. So it's all about land. So a good person leave land to his grandchildren, generational thinking, generational wealth. That's the way we're supposed to think. Now, in the Babylon system, as I just point out to you, them don't make you think like that. They make you think, say, you try to get it by your own. Your parents think, say, it's natural for you to get it by your own. They probably give you a little head start. But however, they not think, say, oh, we go store up this for my children, right? They might think, say, you must get it by your own. As soon as you turn 18, you fly out of the house because you think, say, all right, I'm independent and I must do it by myself. That is from the Babylon system, and that keep people generationally poor. They can't elevate. Because everybody keep on a start from zero. Think about that. Does that make logical sense? If every generation come and start from zero, they're not gonna ever reach 100 or if they ever reach 100, it gonna take a long time, right? And it can't go grow like that. Now look on the wisdom found in God's word. Look how Isaac, look how Abraham set up Isaac his son, right? So Abraham have one son called Isaac. Isaac was not a young man. He was not a child when Abraham went to get him in wife. Isaac was actually 40 years old and still live within that. Live within that as 40 years old. Look for that. Some people parents' age. Yeah, Genesis 24 and verse 34 to 36. Listen to what happened. It says, this is when Abraham's servant, when they talk to Rebecca's family, to get her as Isaac's wife. When they tell her family how Abraham set up Isaac thing now. So he says, then he said, I am Abraham's servant, and Jehovah has blessed my master very much, and he has made him very wealthy by giving him sheep and cattle, silver and gold, male and female servants, and camels and donkeys. Further, Sarah, the wife of my master, bore a son to my master after she grew old, and he will give him everything he has. Right? So Abraham never have the mentality at modern day parents now I say, oh, you're my pitney must Isaac go make it by yourself, or you must go make it by yourself. Abraham never believed in that because that is not part of the wisdom of God. Abraham realized that this is how you create the generational wealth. Him work hard and God bless the work of his hand and make him wealthy. Now Isaac go come and inherit that form of wealth. So Isaac now gonna start from zero, right? So a lot of these things, if you think about it, even if you break it down in the modern day concept, parents should start naturally. You should start your business for your children, so your children can come and inherit it. So them not have to start from zero. So it become generational. Acquire land, acquire property for your children, so your children can come inherit it. So them not have to start from zero. That's the mindset. Now we live in a one generation where most people live in a rent house. Most people, them parents never set them up right. Everybody are going to start from zero. I start everything by themselves. And life does seem so hard. It does seem so hard and difficult because we not live by the wisdom of God. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we start practice the wisdom found in God's word, put it into practice. Don't be a hero of it. Actually apply it, right? If you have a child right now, if you're a parent and you have a child right now, the first thing you're supposed to think about, how to create one business or get one piece of property so them can inherit it, right? So them not to start from zero. That's the most important thing. And the other lesson I teach about as a man, how you set up your life before you even get married, right? So these things you must take into place, right? God lay down every single thing in the law, right? You lay down every single thing. No, you not just a law, but in the entire book. You lay it down for you. So you don't You don't have to search around and find it difficult. He already make you wise. Just read the book. Just read the book and you go know how to start out yourself. And if you want a child and live with your parents, you right now have the best start. Once you have a job, save up the money there and see if you can buy one piece of property, get one piece of property started, or invest in one business. You have so much leverage. The same money you that take to pay rent, you can't just use it and just invest it. You can't have the same discipline you would have to use to like set aside that money to pay for rent. Just set aside that money and invest it. Like literally, you have that leverage. You can leverage so much stuff. You can take so much risk. You can take out one. You probably wouldn't advise taking out a loan because a slave is a lender. A borrower is a slave to the lender. However, if you want to risk it, you can take out one loan and try one business and see what can come from it because you have so much leverage. And that is the way how you apply the wisdom of God and create generational wealth. So you put on a lot of risk now as a young individual. You live with your parents, you can have a lot of leverage in your income, you don't have so much ties, and therefore once you do that and you get successful, you can instantly retire your parents, start your family, and just bring on that tradition and grow your family and grow the wealth generationally. And again, in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about teamwork, because most people, the reason why people stuck in a poverty are because they don't understand the concept of teamwork. They might try and make everything by themselves, and that go keep you even broke. Worse, that go keep you broke. So ladies and gentlemen, understand, say if you break out of that poverty, generational poverty mindset, say everybody must start from zero because me start from zero. You have to make it for yourself just like me make it for yourself, etc., etc., etc. That keep people generationally poor, right? No, you must understand the wisdom of God. When you have children, as a person, when you live right now, store wealth for your grandchildren. Think generationally. You think far ahead into the future, so your children have life easier than you. That's the number one role or purpose of a parent, to make life easier for the next generation. That's the number one thing. Remember one time, I'm gonna tell you how I see this wisdom. Remember one time I look out through my veranda and I see my neighbor, and you may have one Honda CRV. I realize say you can give it to your daughter because you have like some other cars now. I realize say you can give it to your daughter for she to use. I look upon it from this context. I say, whoa, like his daughter, like her income couldn't. I want a different car, like one Nissan, right? His daughter, her income could not afford to just buy that car because she just start work, right? But because her father, right, them make the money already, her parents make the money already, them can now pass on that vehicle to her so she can use her income to manage it, right? So she'll grow faster, well, literally, like she'll grow faster because she have a vehicle now where she can manage, she don't have to pay for it, she just inherit it from her parents. That's the way how you must live. That's how you grow faster. So ladies and gentlemen, when you have these assets, when you have these valuable things, you store them up to make life easier for your children. So therefore, them not have to start from zero. You not have to go at the bank and take out one loan to get for them vehicle. Them you pass on a vehicle to them, and they can just use their job to just manage the vehicle, their income to just manage it. That's the way how it literally work. So you start off, you give them one head start. May I tell you, once you apply that wisdom and you realize that that's the purpose of a parent. If you want a parent, do that. Get that mindset. Don't think about it like, oh, I want people to start from zero because me start from zero. That's nonsense. That's a Babylon thinking, right? Get the wisdom of God. You must store up wealth for your grandchildren, right? Think about life from that perspective. This is another wonderful lesson from the book of the Essence. Continue to transform your life by applying the wisdom of God. Take care of yourself.